everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I'm coming to you live from Hopkinton High School in Hopkinton, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of this high school varsity field hockey contest as part of the MIAA Division I State Tournament Round of 32. In this contest between the hosting 10th seeded Hopkinton Hillers and the visiting 23rd seeded Brookline High Warriors. PA announcers announcing starting lineups, so I'm going to switch over to my camera mic. Announcing starting lineups, so I'm going to switch over to my camera mic.
Number 6, Patrina Williams. Number 7, Sarah Johnson. Number 8, Maya Schwartz. Number 10, Vanessa Cameron. Number 12, Molly Schroeder. Number 14, Clara Tibbles. Number 21, Leah Yankovitz. And number 42, Anna Shubin. And now for your Hopkinton Hillers. Number 18, Abby Burke. Number 4, Claudia Cuenca. Number 50, Riley Carton. Number 13, Emmy Foster. Number 14, Ella Fowler. Number 8, Mary Finnegan. Number 23, Taylor Durante. Number 11, Lucy Vito. Number 17, Gabriel Quebec. Number 7, Kate Williams. And number 10, Tamlin Wynn. Now, if everybody please rise and be able to place the flag here on the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem.
You see my home, what the bright you have, and twilight light.
All right, that was our pre-game ceremony there, starting lineups and national anthem, and we will soon be getting this ball game underway. My apologies for the last-minute start to this stream, and my apologies for the iffy Wi-Fi connection. As I just said in the live chat, I'll be uploading a full recording of this broadcast later today, and sometime during the break, I'll try and see if I can connect to a better network. But in the meantime, the Brookline Warriors, who earned the 23rd seed in MIAA Division I after a regular season record of 6 wins, 8 losses, and 4 ties, going up against the Hopkinton Hillers, who finished with a record of 7-6-5 in their first year in Division I after moving up from Division II. They finished 10th in the power rankings with a strong strength of schedule and have earned a home playoff game here as we play out here in Hopkinton. It's a sunny, windy day out here in Hopkinton as we get ready to start the first of 4 15-minute quarters here in the MIAA State Tournament. Clara Tebow trying to move the ball upfield for Brookline, but it's stolen away by Hopkinton, pushing it up the field. Looking for a pass to the near side. Pass complete to number 13, Emmy Foster. Foster sending it down into the corner to number 8, Mary Finnegan. Finnegan's pass inside, broken up by the Brookline defense, and a violation is drawn. Great defense there from number 5, Gigi Hawkins. Hawkins passes to the outside, pushed up by Serena Yankowitz, but misses wide out of bounds, and it will be Hiller's ball. Number 11, Lucy Mato, pushes it towards the middle to number 17, Avery Quebec. Pass it to the back line as they try and move it out to the far side there. And a violation called on Brookline there, so Hopkinton going to keep moving with it. A pass blocked there by Tebow. And now a long pass up. Finds Finnegan again. Pass to the middle. A swing is missed. Almost recovered there. It is recovered. Number 23 trying to push it through. And it's just barely stopped by Anna Subin, but it's still right in front of the cage. Still a crazy scramble for the ball. Still there. It's being knocked slowly out. An attempted insert back in, and a shot goes in. And Hopkinton is on the board first off a goal from number 18, Abby Burke. A relentless attack from the Hopkinton Hillers on that play. They just kept coming and coming. Anna Subin and the Brookline defense tried their hardest to get that one under control, but Hopkinton just kept pushing it back in, committed no violations despite the chaotic, tight spaces there, and managed to get a clean look at the net. And it was Abby Burke taking advantage for the game's first score, 1-0 Hopkinton. Brookline with the ball. Tebow tries a pass upfield, but it's intercepted. Hopkinton running with it. An attempted flick is blocked there by Tebow, but not cleanly. They're going to say it went off her body, possibly off her foot, and it will be a free ball for the Hillers. Number 17, Quebec, sends it to the back far corner there. Now they work it up the line. That pass gets through and blocked there, and another violation called on Brookline as they're struggling to stop the Hopkinton advances cleanly without getting a whistle blown on them. Number 14, Ella Fowler, passes to the outside to Foster, and another violation, this time on Yankowitz on the defense there. Foster passes down to the corner to Finnegan. Finnegan gets it back to Foster, deflected away, recovered by Burke, knocked loose. Good defense there, I think, from Tebow. It's passed further up by Audrina Williams across midfield, but too far for Caroline Hughes to chase down. Knocked away by the Hopkinton defense. And now controlling the ball for them is number 4, Claudia Swenka, as they're going to draw another violation against Brookline. Quebec to take this free ball. She's going to pass it back. And now pushed up. I think that was number 10, Tenley Wynn, who sent that one upfield. Now a pass intercepted by Brookline. They're moving up the near side here. Number 2, Kelly Feldman, was surrounded by defenders, and it's taken away by Hopkinton. This pass intercepted by Tebow, but they say it went off her foot. Hopkinton ball. Fowler, pass intercepted by Yankowitz. Her pass deflected away by Foster, recovered by Quebec. And a violation now called against Hopkinton. So Brookline gets an opportunity here for the free ball, but still on their own half of the field. 11 minutes on the clock here in the first of 4 quarters. Hopkinton up 1-0 off the goal from Abby Burke. Gigi Hawkins takes the free ball and sends it back to Molly Schroeder. Schroeder working it out to the far side. Out to Vanessa Cameron, but a violation now called on Brookline as the defensive pressure was too much. Hopkinton gets the free ball. Dribbling around is Swenka. Backhand flick into the semicircle, but cleared out there by Zyra Johnson. Now it's recovered by Hopkinton, a pass to Foster, and then down the line to Finnegan again. Finnegan coming around, fitting a pass through. It's blocked just barely by Schroeder. Foster blocking the clear, keeping it on the attack. Johnson blocks her advance, deflects it out to Yankowitz. Yankowitz gets a pass out to Feldman on the outside. Feldman covered well by Foster, and it goes off Feldman's foot, and Hopkinton will keep up on the attack here. Foster's pass intercepted. Good play on the ball by Audrina Williams. Williams turns around, a pass to the middle, does complete to Tebow. Tebow chops it, bounces along, blocked by Swenka. Now fighting for the ball. Still fighting for it. For Brookline, number 8, Maya Schwartz was fighting for it. Knocked loose by Hopkinton, but recovered there by Feldman. But her pass for Williams misses out of bounds. Now after a pass back, the pass was blocked by Brookline, but not cleanly. And so Wynn gets to send the ball upfield, intercepted there. I think that was Cameron who intercepted that one. Got it up to Williams, now up to Feldman. Feldman pushing the ball upfield, blocked by the Hopkinton defense by Wynn. Knocks it out of bounds off Feldman's body, and it will be Hiller's ball. Moving it up, number 11, Lucy Mato, blocked by Brookline. A big gust of wind blowing through here in Hopkinton as it goes out of bounds. Hopkinton ball once again. Moving it up the line, it's blocked by Yankowitz. Pushed back, but it's recovered by Quebec. Quebec's pass intercepted by Yankowitz. Good defense along the sideline, but Quebec takes it right back. But Quebec runs out of room on that near sideline, and it will be Brookline ball on the Hopkinton end, but the insert immediately intercepted, but not cleanly. Violation called there on Finnegan. Brookline with the ball. Pass goes back to Schroeder. Schroeder dribbling. Pass out to the far side looking for Cameron, and now a violation called on Cameron as she was trying to push through the defense. Free ball coming from Quebec. Slides it up that far line and gets it to Swenka. Violation on the Brookline defense. Free ball for Swenka. After a brief warning for a defender getting too close, a pass back intercepted. Williams racing up with it. Tripped up. And they're going to say she just stumbled. They're going to say it wasn't a trip. And so Hopkinton takes the ball away. Up the far side, Swenka trying to pass back, and she misses. It goes out the back line. And it will be Brookline ball, I think. No, it was Hopkinton ball, but it's stolen away by Brookline. Williams trying to fit a pass through. It's chaos in front of the net. Attempted clear by Hopkinton is blocked. Reinserted, blocked again. And we've got a penalty corner coming up for Brookline. Good play there from the Warriors. I think it was Maya Schwartz who was blocking those clear-out attempts by the Hillers to keep the attack going until Hopkinton made a mistake. Insert for Brookline goes back to Tebow. Tebow, a big swing bouncing through. It's blocked by the defense. Oh, and it goes off of a Brookline player's foot. And that puts an end to that attack. Hopkinton trying to move the ball, and it's blocked there by Hawkins. Hawkins draws a violation from Hopkinton. Free ball here. Hawkins with the flick, and knocked away by the Hopkinton defense. They take control. I think that was Foster passing it up to Finnegan. Finnegan moving it up the line. And that pass blocked by Hawkins. It is recovered there by Burke. Tries a big swing, but kind of whiffs on it. Recovered instead by Yankowitz. A pass to the middle to Tebow. Tebow sliding it forward. Gets through the defense just barely to Williams. Williams slides it up. Oh my gosh, Williams scored! Oh my gosh. Or no, they say no goal. They say no goal. Forgive me. I was like, thought that was a little too easy, but it's not a goal. It is a out of bounds Brookline ball. Sorry about that, fans. Got a little prematurely excited there. Brookline still showing they can generate some offense against this team 13 seeds higher than they are. Oh, but they commit the violation as they were trying to pass along the back line there, and it will be Hopkinton ball. Long pass up and a nice block at midfield there for Brookline by Cameron, I believe it was. Pass out to Caroline Hughes, tries to knock it back towards the middle to Yankowitz. Yankowitz fights for that ball and does get it. Pass back to Hawkins, now up to Tebow. Tebow chops it forward. Quebec trying to take it, but it's stolen away by Williams. Now cleared out there, I believe, by Wynn. And now we got a violation called against Brookline. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. A 1-0 lead for Hopkinton here in the first frame. This pass up the far side. Disrupted by Brookline, and another whistle. They're going to say too physical on that defensive play. And so a free ball for Hopkinton. Quebec passes it back, and kind of a whiffed pass there, and Brookline takes advantage to take the ball. Battling down the far side, I think, was Haberkern drawing that violation, I think. Sometimes hard to see the jersey numbers that far down the field. It's knocked loose there by Hopkinton. The attempted clear blocked, taken back, I believe, by Schwartz. Attempted insert is intercepted, taken back by the Hillers. Running with it now is Burke. Burke's pass up. And we've got a violation against Hopkinton. Now Brookline with the free ball. It's blocked. Fighting for it, and Hopkinton gets a big swing upfield. But a good block there from Johnson. Out to Hawkins, upfield. And coming back to fight for it is Caroline Hughes to prevent the takeaway there. Gets it to Tebow, but Tebow's pass intercepted there by Swanka. Swanka gets it up to Burke. Burke disrupted there by Schroeder, and it's recovered by Tebow. Tebow sends it bouncing upfield. It's taken by Quebec. Quebec moves out to the far side. Blocked there by Cameron. Cameron takes it away, slides to the middle to Tebow. Tebow, a big flick, bouncing high, bouncing around. Oh, violation on Brookline. That high bouncing pass from Tebow almost generated a big chance for the Warriors there, but no dice as the whistle was blown. Now a block there by Yankowitz. She takes it back. Brookline defending well on the sidelines here as Williams tries to dribble up the middle, and it's taken away by the Hillers. Deflected to the outside. Deflects back to Schroeder. Schroeder flicks it upfield. Blocked there by Wynn. Wynn sends it outside to Swanka. Battling with Schwartz. Swanka does recover the ball. Fits a pass through. Disrupted by Brookline, and coming back for it was Cameron. Or no, it was Schroeder, excuse me. Backhand flick, bounces along, and it's going to go off a foot. And that will be Hopkinton ball. Quebec's pass, and oh, we've got another violation. That went off the arm of Fowler, I think. Tebow takes the free ball. Didn't have enough on it there as it's intercepted by Swanka. Tebow blocks the pass, but went off her foot either way. They're playing the advantage here as Fowler tries a pass, blocked to the outside by Yankowitz, and that's going to go out of bounds. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter, still 1-0 Hopkinton. With the ball now, number 23, Taylor Interante. Interante sends it up to Burke. Burke's pass blocked by Gigi Hawkins. It's outside the semicircle, so it'll simply be and out of bounds here on the near side. Taking the free ball, a pass, almost gets through, but it's stolen away by Thibault. Thibault didn't get enough on that pass, intercepted by Quebec. Quebec's pass blocked there by Hughes, recovers, and pass misses to the outside. Brookline ball, but with the clock ticking and just about 15 seconds left in the first quarter, Brookline's not going to have a lot of time to move this ball upfield as, they either committed a violation or lost it out of bounds. I think they lost it out of bounds on that play. But again, not enough time to really get an attack going as the last seconds tick off the clock, and that will end the first quarter. At the end of one, the score, the Hopkinton Hillers 1, the Brookline Warriors 0. The goal from Abby Burke, the only score on the board so far. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I'm going to take a brief break and mute my mic, but I'll be back with the second quarter. Stay tuned. Hello again, back on the mic. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from Hopkinton High School in Hopkinton, Massachusetts. Here to bring you the second quarter of this MIAA Division I round of 32 field hockey contest between 23rd seeded Brookline and 10th seeded Hopkinton. Hopkinton with a 1-0 lead off an early goal from Abby Burke as Brookline gets this one started. That pass going to roll out of bounds on the far side. It'll be Hopkinton ball. And, I could overhear Brookline head coach Emily Hunt talking to her players during the break between quarters. One thing she said is, outside of the first 5 minutes, you guys played really well, and I couldn't agree more. After those first 5 minutes and Hopkinton got such a quick goal, I thought, oh no, is this going to be a complete blowout? Is Hopkinton going to dominate them, and Brookline's not even going to have any chances to score? They're just going to be on their heels the whole game, and they weren't. Brookline actually generated some good offensive chances later on in that first quarter, made it look a lot more even as that pass off the free ball for Brookline almost taken away, but good hustle by Molly Schroeder to take control of it, but her pass to the near side is going to roll out of bounds. So we'll see how the two teams adjust here in quarter number 2 as Emmy Foster slides one slowly back, sent upfield by Lucy Mato, up to Quebec. Quebec pass back to Wynn, out to Mato. Mato over to Foster. Knocked out of bounds by Caroline Hughes. It'll stay Hiller's ball. Sent back by Mato, back to Tenley Wynn. Wynn sends it up to Avery Quebec. Quebec's pass too far, intercepted by Molly Schroeder there. Schroeder battling, and a violation called there. Too physical was the defense of Ella Fowler. And so it'll be a free ball for Brookline as they bring their players up. Schroeder Out to the far side to Maya Schwartz, a juke move to try and get around her defender, and she does draw the violation by number 23, Taylor Interante. Free ball intercepted by Hopkinton. They send it upfield, and they find a streaking Abby Burke. Burke trying to get past the defense, disrupted, but stays with the ball. Burke still running up with it. Fits a pass through, looking for Finnegan. Just missed, and it's cleared out there by Gigi Hawkins. Gets the ball to the outside, and now Brookline moving up the near side here as the ball is knocked away. A good run up field there by number 4, Emma Gaito. But it was taken back by Hopkinton for a little while there. They lost it, and now Brookline with the insert gets it up to Caroline Hughes. Hughes gets tripped there by Mato, and it will be a free ball for Brookline. Hawkins tries the free ball. It's blocked by Burke, but Hawkins keeps up the fight for it. Blocked by Finnegan this time. Pass up is going to go off the foot of Burke, but boy, Abby Burke and Mary Finnegan with the pressure on that play. Free ball from Schroeder outside, bounces off the stick and then off the body of Gaito, and it will be Hopkinton ball. Now with the ball is Mato. Pass to the middle, almost broken up there by Kelly Feldman. Quebec with the ball moving out to the far side, now moving back towards the middle. Pass up to Fowler. Fowler slides it up the middle, just misses Burke wide, and it's intercepted by Hawkins. Hawkins keeping up the fight for it, draws the foul call on Burke. Free ball for Brookline. So they're going to have Schroeder take it. Schroeder, pass outside Gaito. Stolen away there by Foster. Violation called on Gaito. Mato's pass on the free ball is blocked by Audrina Williams, but not cleanly. Free ball back to Hopkinton. Quebec dribbles with the free ball and now sends a pass, gets through the defense up to Finnegan, but her pass intercepted by Hawkins. Hawkins, pass over to Tebow. Tebow with no one to go to on that pass, intercepted by Swanka, but Swanka's pass intercepted back by Schroeder. Schroeder sends to the outside to Feldman. Feldman working up the far sideline. Bring the ball deep into Hopkinton territory. Goes out of bounds that time, but last touched by Quebec. Brookline definitely working on moving the ball side to side to try, and pull the defense one way and then the other and create some openings. They did a good job with it on that play to get Feldman kind of alone going down that far side, allowed her to get Brookline into some stronger field position here with just under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Vanessa Cameron taking the free ball, flicks it upfield. Williams with it, tries to force one through. It's a battle for the ball. Recovered, passed up. Hughes trying to fight for it. Oh my gosh, that one got through! Caroline Hughes ties it up for the Warriors. It's all about the relentless, persistent attack in this sport. Briefly blocked a couple of times, and Caroline Hughes able to push it through off the assist from Audrina Williams, and we're knotted up at 1 apiece. 1-1 here with 9.5 to go here in the second. We got ourselves a ball game, folks. This pass blocked. Schroeder pokes it out to Gaito. Gaito sending up the line to Hughes. Hughes moving across midfield with it as big gusts of wind blow through here in Hopkinton. Battling for the ball. Violation called on Hughes as Quebec takes the free ball, sends it up the line to Finnegan. Finnegan sends it farther up the line. Johnson going to be the first to the ball. Burke applying pressure. Johnson is called for the violation. It'll stay Hopkinton ball. The tying goal scored by Caroline Hughes, assisted by Audrina Williams, as Burke fits a pass through, almost right in front of the cage, but just barely broken up. Big defensive play there by Molly Schroeder. Quebec with the ball. Violation called on Williams. Just outside the semicircle here. Quebec pushes it in. Burke looking for it. Finnegan had it for a second, knocked out of bounds. And I think it's going to stay with the Hillers here off the out-of-bounds play. Quebec pass up. Fowler got tripped up, but again, just outside the semicircle. Quebec takes the free ball, tries a pass, blocked, intercepted by Brookline. I believe that was Maya Schwartz. And Swenka was trying to battle through on that one, but no dice. Now Quebec off the free ball, gets to Fowler. Fowler trying to battle through traffic, but it's knocked away by Brookline. Recovered by Quebec. Out to Swenka. Swenka's pass blocked and taken away by Schwartz and sends it upfield. Finds a target, that's Feldman. Feldman slides over to Williams across midfield. Williams long pass up, intercepted by Wynn. Was looking for Hughes that time, but blocked by Tenley Wynn. Now out to the far side, it's going to be taken by Hughes. Pass to the middle. This is Clara Thibault. Thibault dribbling around, swings it forward, and a violation, I think, called on the swing there by Thibault with a defender too close, and it will be Hiller's ball. The free ball flips the field to the Brookline end, chased down by Zyra Johnson. Johnson, pass. Now a takeaway here by Fowler. Hopkinton trying to run with it in transition, but the pass is broken up by Gaito and goes off the foot of Interante. And Brookline gets the free ball. They send it up to Hughes. Hughes around midfield, dribbling with it towards the middle. Pass intercepted by Fowler. Fowler's pass blocked by Hawkins, but it bounces up and is pushed forward by Burke. Burke pushes through Johnson. Battling with Hawkins. Now gets a pass back to an open Fowler. Fowler dribbling into the semicircle. Uncovered. Whiffed on the backhand swing. Poked loose, but right back to Swenka. Lifts a high one. Oh, that went over the bar. Boy, how often do you see a shot go high in field hockey? They're going to say it was deflected away, and so it stays Hopkinton ball. Number 22 bringing it into the semicircle. The shot is blocked there by Hawkins. Recovered by Gaito. Gaito bring it down the near side. Hopkinton applying so much offensive pressure here since Brookline tied up the score. But Brookline looking to try and move the ball. Gaito trying to fit a pass through. Does get it to Thibault. Thibault pushes it up. Intercepted. Taken away by Swenka. Swenka fits one through to Burke. Or no, to Fowler. Fowler sends it up to Interante. Interante trying to weave her way through traffic. Moving upfield. It's blocked. Goes off the foot of a Brookline player. It'll be a free ball for the Hillers. Fowler flicks it into the semicircle, but might have been a bit premature with that one. It'll now be a Brookline free ball with 5 minutes to go before halftime. Schroeder going to send this free ball out to the near side to Gaito. Gaito dribbling up, blocked there, but not cleanly. Free ball for Brookline around midfield. They'll have Schroeder take it. Or no, they'll have Thibault take it. Thibault lifts a high one. It's blocked down by Fowler. Fowler sends it bouncing along just past Burke, and it's broken up there by Schroeder. Schroeder, the backhand flick up the line to Gaito. Gaito jukes out a defender. Gaito running up with it. Whiffs on her pass attempt, trying to stay with the ball as it was around her feet, and the violation is called on Gaito. Big swing there from Fowler. Corralled by Johnson. Johnson up to Cameron. Cameron passes intercepted by Swenka. Swenka pass up. They're moving up the far side, but Schroeder's going to corral that loose ball. The attempted clear intercepted by Swenka. Swenka trying to weave around. Sends one up, deflects, just blocked away from Interante there by Hawkins. Cleared out by Tebow. Gets it up there. Moving up the far side, a pass bouncing along. It's going to be taken by Wynn. Wynn clears it out to the far side. Pass up looking for Quebec. Interrupted there by Schwartz. Taken back by Swanka. Swanka battling with Schwartz. Violation called on Schwartz. That pass on the free ball disrupted, and Tebow with the backhand chop. Corralled there by Williams. Williams whiffs on one pass, turns around, sends a different one forward, finds her target. The attempted flick deflects up in the air, and I think that's going to be a penalty corner for Brookline. And the Warriors could have a chance to take the lead here with less than 3 minutes left before halftime. It'll be Ellie Haberkern inserting this one for the Warriors. Brookline's had one penalty corner already. Let's see what they do with this one. They go to Williams this time. Williams back down to Haberkern. Haberkern from the baseliner passes blocked. Blocked and taken away by Hopkinton. The attempt to clear out blocked down by Williams. Williams turns around, passes back to Hawkins. Hawkins pass blocked. A scrum for the ball, and they call the violation on Brookline. Free ball for Hopkinton. Big swing from Wynn. And almost corralled by Cameron. Instead, taken by number 12, Reese Robledo. Now knocked away by Schroeder. A pass to the outside goes too far out of bounds. All tied up at one apiece here with just under a minute 40 to go. Ball's taken away briefly by Tebow there, but it's taken back by number 7, Kate Williams. Pass to the middle to Quebec. Now this pass disrupted by Schroeder, but goes back to Quebec. Quebec sends it up to Interante. Interante's got some space into the semicircle, chased by Hawkins. Fits a pass through, kicked away by Subin. But they called a violation on Hawkins there. And this is going to be the first penalty corner of the day for the Hillers. Inserting here will be Mary Finnegan. They go back to the middle. Fowler, big swing, blocked. And they call a dangerous hit there as a Brookline player is down after taking a hard shot off her body there. That was Molly Schroeder. And that's not a player that Brookline wants to see going down. Schroeder has been scrapping for so many 50-50 balls along that defensive back line for Brookline throughout this game. She is back up on her feet. She's coming off the field limping. She's not being helped off the field, but boy, she is coming off hobbled. Molly Schroeder, even without this injury, you could not question how gutsy her performance has been so far today. And we certainly hope that she'll be okay in time. Obviously she's not okay right in this moment, but you'd like her to be okay sooner rather than later. Brookline off of that free ball, moves it up to about midfield, taken back by Quebec. Intercepted there, I believe, by Williams, sending it up for Zoe Arthur. Arthur stonewalled there by Kate Williams, as that there is going to end the second quarter. We move into halftime, and this one turning into a thriller with the score. The Brookline High Warriors 1, the Hopkinton High Hillers 1. Brookline tying the score on this goal here by Caroline Hughes, assisted by Audrina Williams. And we'll see how things go in the second half. During the second half, or during this halftime break, I'd like to take a moment to direct your attention to some helpful links in the description section of this video. There is, in the description section, a link to a Venmo account that you can use to donate money to the Brookline High Field Hockey Booster Club if you would like to support this program financially. And then also there is a link for a local charity spotlight that I would just like to take a moment to talk about, and that is the Brookline Food Pantry. And it's especially important now because, folks, on this day, November 1st, the federal government has officially suspended all SNAP benefits nationwide. And so hundreds of millions of people across this country, including over 1 million here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, are losing access to the food assistance they need to get by. The Brookline Food Pantry is just one of so many local organizations across this state and across this country that fight to combat hunger in our communities. And they need your help now more than ever with what is going on in the big picture. Even already, Brookline has been serving over 700 families in the Brookline area every week out of their 3 pantry locations, sending hundreds of students home with Brookline Thrives backpacks filled with food every Friday for the weekend, providing home delivery service to over 100 Brookline residents who cannot physically come to the pantry themselves, whether they be elderly, ill, handicapped, or otherwise, and supporting other programs at Brookline High School itself to provide food for students to make sure they have enough food to eat and stay engaged with their education and grow up healthy. This is such an important, it's such a basic thing. We all need food to get by. And right now we're in a state where a lot more people than usual are not going to have access to food, which is why for this entire fall postseason, for every Brookline High sport that I cover, every playoff game I cover, I'm going to be shouting out the Brookline Food Pantry for my local charity spotlight. You can see the link and phone number for you to contact them, for you to donate to them, down in the description section down below, brooklinefoodpantry.org. I myself am going to be donating $50 out of every game check I get this fall postseason to the Brookline Food Pantry. And that's not a brag. That's just me putting my money where my mouth is. I'm telling you that this is an important thing, that we all got to step up and do our part for our community and help those most in need in our communities. And that's wherever you may live. I know we have people tuning in from all kinds of different towns and states, and whatever place you call home, look up your local food pantry, look up your local food bank, whatever it may be that helps people get food that they need, because they're going to need a lot more help than ever before in this situation. And it's just a really important cause. And I know this might sound a little heavy, coming in the middle of a high school sports broadcast, but you know what? You take a look at these high school games. You take a look at this experience that we all get to have, watching and cheering on these kids, the experience the kids getting to play together, the communities that get to be built off of these high school athletic experiences. This is a result that comes directly from what happens when people invest in their communities and give the people of their communities these opportunities. And that's what I'm asking for here, is that we continue to invest in our community, and that we invest now in a very important time when it is so sorely needed. So again, linked to the Brookline Food Pantry website, brooklinefoodpantry.org, where you can donate to the Brookline Food Pantry and help them to combat hunger in our community. And again, wherever you are, I highly recommend you look up your local food pantry, local food bank, and find a way to donate to them there. Because, folks, starting today, They really need it. All right. Heavy talk over. Let's get back to the fun. Because remember, when you invest in your community, you get the benefits. And part of the benefits is the joy of getting to watch and enjoy high school sports here. And I know that with how bad the Wi-Fi is out here in Hopkinton, it's a little ironic to say, that we get to enjoy watching. But you are going to get to enjoy watching. I am going to post a recording of this broadcast later today after I get back home. And in the meantime, you should still be able to hear my audio commentary, so you can still listen to the game even if the video is choppy. And this is a good one. All tied up at 1 apiece between the 23rd seeded Brookline High Warriors and the 10th seeded Hopkinton High Hillers. Abby Burke, the goal scorer for Hopkinton. Caroline Hughes from Audrina Williams for Brookline. As off the start of this third quarter, we got a violation as that ball went off the arm, I think, of Clara Tebow. Free ball going to be taken by Quebec for Hopkinton. Push it upfield, blocked, and now taken away by Brookline. Tight space, though, as Burke takes it back, and a violation called on Brookline there. Hopkinton slowly moving the ball upfield. Quebec slides a hard pass to the outside to Interante. And now it's stolen away by Maya Schwartz. Schwartz fits a pass up to an open Callie Feldman. Feldman running it across midfield. Met by a defender, but she moves to the middle, losing control of the ball off the turf. And a violation is called on Hopkinton. Lucky break for Brookline there as they almost lost their offensive push, but they do get to keep the ball. Vanessa Cameron sends one bouncing, blocked there by Swenka. Swenka tries a pass blocked by Feldman, but not cleanly. Violation on Brookline. Free ball to Hopkinton. Quebec sends the ball upfield. This pass intercepted there. And now pushed further up by Hopkinton. And a violation as that went off the foot of Interante. Brookline ball, big swing, bouncing upfield, finds an open Audrina Williams. Williams sends one up the middle, looking for Caroline Hughes. Hughes with the ball inside the semicircle, gets it off a foot, and that's inside the semicircle. That's a penalty corner chance for Brookline. Great play from Audrina Williams and Caroline Hughes, who combined for Brookline's equalizer goal, and now a penalty corner chance for the Warriors. Callie Feldman to insert. Brookline's had 2 previous penalty corners, has not scored on either. Let's see what they do here. Feldman sends it back. Pass across to Hughes. Hughes, big swing, deflected out of bounds by Hopkinton. It's going to stay Brookline ball. But they're going to have to approach from outside the semicircle off the out-of-bounds ball. Clara Tebow to take this free ball. Dribbling to her right. Now a golf swing. And they call the violation for the dangerous swing, and it's going to be Hopkinton ball. Win. Pass out to the far side is complete. And Brookline too physical, trying to cover Emmy Foster on that play. Now taking it up is Mato. Mato trying to fit through the defense and draws the foul. Remember, fans, if there's anything you'd like to say throughout this broadcast, you can say it in the live chat here on YouTube or by sending me an email. You can find my email in the bottom right corner of your screen. If there's any comments you would like to add. This loose ball recovered by Tebow. Tebow, a high bouncing hit there. It's taken away by Quebec. Pass up to Fowler. To the outside to Finnegan. Finnegan upfield to Burke. Burke trying to fit through, stopped by Hawkins, but not cleanly. They call the violation on Hawkins. A free ball just outside the semicircle for Hopkinton. From the corner, Hopkinton couldn't fit through the defense there, but the clear attempt is blocked. Hopkinton moving down the baseline, in traffic there, knocked out of bounds. Hillers still with the ball, and a tight space knocked loose by Brookline. Brookline now trying to move up that far side and clear it out, and they draw a violation on Hopkinton, giving them some more space to move this ball in transition. They have to bring it back, and look who's back out on the field for Brookline. It is number 12, Molly Schroeder. Went down with a kind of a scary-looking injury at the end of the second quarter, but it appears she is okay. She's trucking through it. Ball's taken away by Hopkinton. Fowler dribbling up. Backhand push intercepted there by Zyra Johnson. Johnson, pass to the outside. And Brookline can't fit it through there, but it is almost recovered by Maya Schwartz, but a violation called. Hopkinton ball. Quebec the pass. Gets outside. Swanka inserts and draws the penalty corner as Brookline commits the violation inside the semicircle. Big chance coming up now for Hopkinton. Just under 9 minutes left in the third, still tied at 1. And the corner just gets away from Fowler. They try and recover, pass to Fowler. Fowler getting swarmed, dribbles around, fires a long shot and knocks it in. Emma Fowler with some fancy dribbling and a big swing. Or Ella Fowler, excuse me. Ella Fowler. With, no, they took it back. No, it's not. I don't think that's a goal. It's not a goal. I don't know why they called no goal. Maybe the shot came in too high for the first shot off the corner. Maybe she was outside of the semicircle when she took that big swing. Whatever it was, the goal is overturned. We are still tied at 1 as a violation called there on Zoe Arthur. But boy, what a big difference maker that overturn is, as Arthur whiffs on the attempted swing there and is called for another violation. Kate Williams to take this free ball. Pass upfield is complete to number 12, Reese Robledo. Tries to get it up to Burke, but stolen by Schroeder. Schroeder sends it out to the near side. Trying to come back for it is Emma Gaito, but she's not going to get there. And that's going to be a free out-of-bounds ball for the Hillers. Battling in the corner. They try and fit a pass through. Out of bounds. It's going to stay, or either out of bounds or a violation. Either way, it's going to stay with Hopkinton here. And they do get the ball into the semicircle. Kicked away by Anna Subin, the goalkeeper for Brookline. Dribbling up, a pass goes up to Zoe Arthur from Maya Schwartz. Arthur running up with it, trying to push it past Fowler. Recovered there by Kate Williams. Gets it up to Fowler. Fowler, a big swing upfield, being fought for and won by Burke. Burke gets past a defender. Burke running up with it, blocked there by Zyra Johnson. The anchor of Brookline's defense comes through with a big stop there. Now gets the ball up to Ellie Haberkern. Haberkern taking it up this near side. Haberkern still with the ball. blocked on her attempted pass. Taken away by the Hillers and pushed up to Swenka. Swenka being chased by Stella Chen. Staying with the ball, and that one goes out of bounds. It will stay with Hopkinton. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter here in Hopkinton. And we're still tied at 1. This pass blocked, intercepted. Haberkern to the middle. And a violation called on Hopkinton. This will be a free ball for Brookline as the defense on Caroline Hughes too physical. Ball is taken by Thibault. Thibault chops it forward. Blocked down by Quebec. Quebec the attempted clear. Fowler does control it. Passes it over. Now this one upfield looking for Burke. Goes off the foot of Hawkins. Free ball for the Hillers. Quebec going to take this ball. It's blocked by Williams, recovered by Hughes. Hughes dribbling with some space here. Moving towards the middle. Oh, lost control of it there, and it's knocked loose by Swenka. Swenka dribbling around across midfield. Pass upfield, finds Burke. Burke moving around the defender. Burke cutting back, looking for a pass to the middle. Nobody's there. And a violation on Hopkinton. Another great rush from Abby Burke, the lone goal scorer for Hopkinton so far today. But again, just not enough room for her to get it done all on her own, and didn't have a teammate that she could pass that one to. Violation on Brookline there. It's going to be a free ball for Hopkinton. This is Quebec who will be taking it. Decides to pass it back. Now given back to Quebec. Sends it up the far sideline. Attempted pass in from, I believe, Finnegan is intercepted by Brookline, I think by Hawkins. But now it's taken back, I think, by Burke. Sent into the semicircle, kicked out by Subin. And it will be Hopkinton ball once again. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Still tied at 1. This pass back, Wynn gets it away quickly to prevent the takeaway. Over to Quebec, to the outside. Lost out of bounds by Mato. And it'll be Brookline ball. Zyra Johnson, I think, gives it to Clara Thibault. Big swing through, blocked, intercepted by Swenka. Swenka couldn't get past the defender, but they call Cameron for the violation on defense there. Free ball for Hopkinton. It'll be Quebec taking this free ball. Passes it out to the near side. Swenka cuts around a defender, moving in. Chops a swing. Blocked by Brookline, but recovered by Fowler. Fowler, pass across, and again they're trying to push it in, but too many white jerseys in there as cleared out by Brookline. The loose ball chased down by Hughes. Hughes dribbling it towards midfield, tries to push it, and it's intercepted by Wynn. Wynn, pass up. Now outside. Swenka. Swenka's hit blocked by Cameron. Cameron called for the violation. Free ball. Quick pass. Fowler trying to dribble through, and her shot went just wide. Ella Fowler has almost had the go-ahead score twice this quarter. Once it was overturned. That time it missed wide. Not sure if it was redirected by Brookline, but assuming it was Brookline ball, I assume she just missed it. Violation called on Brookline there as they were trying to move it out of their own end. And with about a minute and a half to go in the quarter, free ball for Hopkinton just past midfield. Pass goes back to Kate Williams, back up to Quebec. Quebec manages to fit one up to Swenka. Swenka to the middle, looking to Fowler. Fowler dribbling through, weaving around defenders, trying to send a pass up. It does go off a foot. but just barely outside the semicircle. No penalty corner. And oh, they actually say it was in the semicircle, so it is going to be a penalty corner. Initially, it was just going to be a free ball just outside of it, but now it's going to be a proper penalty corner for Hopkinton, as they'll be trying to break this 1-1 tie. Clock was stopped while they clarified the call, but with under a minute left now, this penalty corner could be the last chance for something to happen in this third quarter. Oh, the insert did not get enough on it. Quebec has to come back for it, and a violation is called on Hopkinton. That one ended very quickly, and Brookline might actually have a chance to move the ball upfield. They slide it up to Ellie Haberkern, but she can't keep it in bounds, and it'll be Hopkinton ball. Quebec tries to send a pass through, 20 seconds left. Ball gets up to number 22, Elena Vallis. And now a violation on Brookline, and inside the semicircle again. So now with less than 10 seconds, this will really be the end of the third quarter. Remember, folks, a quarter cannot end on a penalty while in the middle of a penalty corner. So we're going to have to play this penalty corner out, as it will be Elena Vallis, who will be inserting this one for the Hillers. Sends it back, a pass to the middle. Fowler looking around, tries a backhand pass, and they call a violation on Brookline. That's another penalty corner call, and if it's consecutive penalty corner, that means we keep going. We keep going until there's no longer a penalty corner to be played, and that is when the quarter will finally end. They're going to insert from the near side this time after inserting from the far side on the first one. Vallis again to insert for the Hillers. And they called some they are sending one of the Brookline defenders out for a false start, I guess, on Molly Schroeder. It's a big defensive piece for Brookline to lose on this corner. This one slides back to Quebec. Quebec pass across. Fowler golf swing. It's blocked and goes out of bounds. And that will be the last play of the quarter. At the end of 3, we are still knotted up here in Hopkinton. Brookline 1, Hopkinton 1. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I'm going to take a break and mute the mic, but I'll be back with the fourth and final quarter of regulation. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan coming to you live from Hopkinton High School in Hopkinton, Massachusetts, here for the fourth and final quarter of regulation of this MIAA Division I round of 32 field hockey contest between 23rd seeded Brookline and 10th seeded Hopkinton. And I'm specifying regulation because after 3 quarters we are still tied up at 1 apiece between these two teams. So if we don't see any scores in this quarter, we could be going to overtime here in the round of 32. Brookline was pushing that ball upfield, up the far side, but it goes out of bounds, and it will be Hopkinton ball. It'll be Tenley Wynn taking the ball here for Hopkinton. Big golf swing blocked there by Brookline, but it redirects over to Ella Fowler. Fowler's pass looking for Abby Burke, deflected by Gigi Hawkins, taken on the outside by Mary Finnegan. Pass looking for Burke again, blocked by Zyra Johnson. Burke keeping up the pressure as a ball is cleared to the outside, I think, by Molly Schroeder. Doesn't go off of Burke's foot, as Schroeder might have actually been trying to draw a violation that time. No dice. Hopkinton. Pass back. A shot kicked away by Anna Subin. Subin, maybe not any particularly highlight-worthy saves, but still a strong performance in the cage from her today. Hopkinton into the semicircle. It's cleared out by Brookline. They move it back in. Along the baseline, they push it, and it goes out of bounds. Good watch by Subin as she covered up that near side post of the cage. The free ball intercepted by Interante. Pass across, and again, they miss the shot out of bounds. It'll be Brookline ball once again. Schroeder to take this free ball. Goes for a pass to the near side. Attempted pass up, intercepted by Swanka. Gets passed to the middle to Fowler. Fowler blocked there. Good takeaway by Schroeder. Schroeder pushes it upfield. It's going to be stopped by Wynn. Wynn moving to the outside, tries to move it up the line, and a foul is going to be called on Caroline Hughes for bumping Wynn a little too hard. Free ball coming from Mato. Disrupted and intercepted by Clara Tebow. Pushes it upfield. Almost bounced off a body, but instead recovered there. Lost out of bounds off the pass attempt from Avery Quebec. So Brookline will have the inbounds play inside their own end on the far side, but close to midfield. Pass, and another pass intercepted by Fowler. Fowler, big golf swing and roll way past everybody, out of bounds. Inserted by Schroeder, and she hits it off of her own teammate there as that one went flying not where she wanted it to. Swanka dribbling with it, stolen away there by Audrina Williams. Pass up to Hughes. Hughes fits one through, finds her teammate. That's Maya Schwartz moving the ball up the near side. Pass forward to Stella Chen. Chen trying to fit one, and it goes between the legs of the defender and out of bounds. And it will be Hopkinton ball. A good move upfield by Brookline, but no dice on that one. Oh, but the insert off the free play is taken back by Brookline. They didn't get enough on it. Oh, but it's blocked there by Kate Williams. Kind of a surprise rush for Brookline there, and they couldn't quite take advantage. Swanka dribbling with it now, tries a backhand flick. And they're going to say dangerous play. They're going to call it on Brookline for the deflection, and it'll be a free ball for Hopkinton. Quebec's free ball. Disrupted there by Serena Yankowicz, but it's going to be taken back by Swenka. Swenka dribbling up. Ball goes through, intercepted back by Gigi Hawkins. Goes to the outside to Emma Gaito, but Gaito lost control. It's taken back by the Hillers, by Mary Finnegan, and she draws a foul there. It'll be a free ball for Hopkinton. Getting close to the attack area here. Try and fit a pass through to Finnegan along the baseline. Finnegan tries to insert, kicked away by Subin. Now still trying to battle through, and they're going to draw the violation on Brookline inside the semicircle. This will be a penalty corner for Hopkinton. Boy, every time a penalty corner gets set up in these games, you can feel the tension rise on the scoring opportunity here in this tie game as you wait for the play to get going. Finnegan to insert, slides it back, Fowler, pass across, and the defense comes and clears it out. Good defensive hustle there from Schroeder and Tebow. Mato with the ball now for Hopkinton, back near midfield. Battling with Gaito, gets a pass away. Upfield to Quebec. Quebec sends it up to Finnegan. Finnegan trying to fit a pass through. Disrupted by both Zyra Johnson and Gigi Hawkins as they keep it away from Emmy Foster. And they call the ball off the foot of a Hopkinton player as Brookline was trying to clear that out. It'll be a free ball for Brookline. We're almost halfway through this fourth quarter. Just over 8 minutes to go. Still tied at 1. Brookline trying to move the ball, and again it's taken away. Fowler with it. Pass up. Knocked away by Yankowicz, but it goes right to Finnegan. Finnegan tries to fit a pass through. Kicked away by Subin. Right back to Finnegan. Tries to insert again. Blocked by the Brookline defense and cleared out. Gaito dribbling with it. Tries to leave it for Hughes. Hughes does take control. Hughes tries a big swing, but the defense comes back for it. They call the violation on Hughes. Fowler taking the free ball fast. Dribbling up with it. Swing into the semicircle. Knocked away by the Brookline defense. Fowler staying after it. Dribbling in. Sending one across the middle. Oh my gosh, just barely blocked. Sent right back out. The ball is going back and forth. So hard to see in the bright sun, but it is taken back by Hopkinton. They try a shot. Kicked away by Subin again. Recovered. And oh, it goes off a Brookline player's foot. It's going to be another corner. Boy, I hope my camera work has been okay during this chaotic sequence, as it's been task enough just to follow what's going on when things go into the attack area on the that far side of the field, as we're off center here from our shooting position here. Finnegan to insert on the penalty corner again for Hopkinton. Sends it back to Fowler. Fowler going to flick it herself. Deflected, but right to Swenka. Swenka right in front. Shot is saved at close range by Subin. Recovered by Swenka. Another shot. Oh, and it's another penalty corner for Hopkinton, but a big save at close range by Anna Subin to preserve the tie. Just over 6 minutes to go as we set up for another penalty corner for Hopkinton. Finnegan sends it back to Swenka this time. Swenka down to the baseline to Finnegan. Finnegan, an attempted crosser is blocked and knocked outside the circle. Good defense by Clara Tebow as they clear it out and start moving upfield. But it's taken back by Swenka. Swenka dribbling up with it. Golf swing here to try and get it into the circle. Blocked that time by Schroeder, who didn't even have enough time to put her face mask away after stopping the corner. And now a violation called on Brookline. It'll be a free ball for Hopkinton outside the circle. No corner here, as Swenka takes the free ball and quickly passes it to her left. Fowler with it. Fowler tried to fake out her defender. No dice, but they call a violation on Tebow on the defense there. Free ball to be taken by Quebec. Quebec tries to flick one through, and Subin watches it go wide left and out of bounds. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Would you believe we are still tied? Takeaway here by Swenka. And a violation called on Brookline. We've been living in the Brookline end throughout this second half as Fowler sends it into the semicircle. And a violation on Brookline. We're going to have another penalty corner for the Hillers. Brookline has not been able to generate chances like they were late in the first and early in the second quarter, as the Hillers have really poured on the pressure here. They're trying to get the win here at home. Brookline trying to hang on and get a chance at the upset, but it's another penalty corner for Hopkinton. Finnegan to insert again. Sends it back to Quebec. Quebec down to the baseline to Finnegan. Finnegan crosser in, blocked by Subin. Recovered by Finnegan, sends it through in close range. They're battling for it. Still going, still going. Oh my gosh! Diving stop by Anna Subin! And Brookline keeps the tie alive! Wow, what a chaotic play. I wasn't able to catch a replay or anything, but what a crazy play that one was. Another free ball for the Hillers here. Anna Subin stepping up in a big way here, and oh, now there's a violation in the semicircle. That was a bit confusing, but it's going to be yet another penalty corner for Hopkinton. And not only do these penalty corners generate big scoring chances for Hopkinton, they eat into the clock and keep Brookline from having any chance to try and move the ball upfield. Finnegan to insert again. There have been so many penalty corners in this second half for Hopkinton, especially here in the fourth. This ball slides all the way back to Foster. A pass up, and now one across. Fowler, golf swing, bouncing through, and that one is in. That one is a goal. I'm pretty sure. Is it? What was the signal from the officials? They're not going back to midfield. The officials are conferring. This has been a confusing day in terms of goals. We've had one overturned for Hopkinton. We might be seeing another one overturned. Are they calling for trainers here, or are they calling for an injury? We still don't know if the goal counted, but now we've got an injured player down, and I think it's Anna Subin. It's Anna Subin who is down hurt, and the backup goalie, Fiona Miller, warming up, getting ready to potentially come in for her injured teammate. I still don't know whether that last play was a goal. Just so much going on, so much confusion here, so many important things that I don't know. Is Anna Subin okay? Did the goal count, or are we still tied? Oh my gosh. Anna Subin has been putting on a gritty performance today. It was a solid performance in the first half that then turned into a scrappy, gritty performance with her standing on her head here in the fourth quarter. She's been making amazing save after amazing save. And if she is hurt, this could be a big loss for Brookline. Anna Subin, as a sophomore, had such big shoes to fill this year, taking over for the graduated Anna Denker in the cage for Brookline. And she's been giving a tremendous effort all season long. And this fourth quarter has really been her magnum opus as a goalkeeper. And boy, you cannot question this player's toughness. Subin back on her feet, and it's going to be a penalty stroke. Oh my gosh, that's what's happening. It's a penalty stroke for Hopkinton, the equivalent of a PK. Ella Fowler to take this shot. Anna Subin standing back up on her feet to try and stop this one here and preserve the tie. We are still tied at 1 at the moment, but a penalty shot coming for Fowler. And we got another stoppage as, again, the trainer coming out. Oh my gosh. Moments like this, like you can't breathe. I might see if I can zoom in on this one a little bit, because this is a big moment here. Penalty shot coming up. We're going to have a special zoom in for this one. Ella Fowler against Anna Subin, with the score tied at 1 here in the fourth quarter. 2:46 on the clock here in regulation. Here we go. Shot. Saved! Saved! Anna Subin! Are you kidding me? What an effort from the sophomore today! Unbelievable! Diving to her right. It's not the first penalty shot she has stopped this season, but it is easily the biggest. And a timeout now called with 2:45 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. This is playoff field hockey. Are you not entertained, ladies and gentlemen? Trying to readjust my camera angle as I had a special kind of zoom in I tried to do for that penalty shot, but boy, oh boy, Anna Subin. Multiple close-range stops throughout this fourth quarter, facing down penalty corner after penalty corner. Goes down hurt, checked out by the trainer for several minutes, wondering if she's going to be able to stay in. She stays in, only to come face-to-face with a penalty shot. Lays out to stop it. How can you not get hyped off of this? And you can hear, even through my mic, the hype coming from the Brookline huddle. You know they're going to be feeding off the energy of their goalie's clutch performance here in the fourth quarter. Gosh, I wish the Wi-Fi was better out here. That's the only thing I wish, but you'll see the video. The fully recorded video will be going up later today, folks. But oh my gosh, what a game. What a game, what a game. Still tied up at 1 apiece here in the fourth quarter between the 10th seeded Hopkinton Hillers and the 23rd seeded Brookline Warriors. It's going to be a free ball for Brookline. Molly Schroeder misses her target there. It's intercepted by Swanka. Gives it over to Fowler. Fowler dribbling up, looking. Golf swing, coming in high. Punched away by Subin. Recovered by Swanka right in front, but kicked away by Subin. Cleared out by Brookline. Being chased down by Quebec. Quebec taking it down the far sideline. Chased by Schwartz. Gets a backhand pass away to Swanka. Swanka battling with Zyra Johnson. Trying to fit a pass through. Another violation on Brookline inside the semicircle. We'll have another penalty corner here. It's just been one penalty corner after another in this fourth quarter. The clock continues to tick as we set up for this corner. Less than 2 minutes left in regulation. The insert from Finnegan goes back to Fowler. Fowler golf swings, going through, and a dive out by Subin. The ball is still free, and it's knocked, and oh, it couldn't get in. It's knocked away. Still being played by Hopkinton. Cleared out by Brookline. Brookline now trying to go the other way. The outlet pass didn't have enough on it. It's recovered by Haberkern. Passed back, and now sent upfield. Intercepted back by Fowler. Fowler running upfield with it. Pass is blocked, but it does get up to a teammate. And we got a free ball. Just playing through it is Finnegan. Finnegan tries to insert it. Another penalty corner called. Oh my gosh. So many penalty corners. I have completely lost count of how many penalty corners there have been for Hopkinton just in this fourth quarter. Another insert coming from Finnegan. Insert. They part the seas for Foster. Foster passes up to Win. Win, big swing, and it's wide of the cage, out of bounds. Just 30 seconds left as Brookline sets up for the free ball. It's not going to be enough. I don't think there's going to be enough time for them to go coast to coast on this play. Big golf swing, bounces upfield. And Brookline's going to try and go coast to coast. They go to the outside to Caroline Hughes. Lost it, out of bounds with 15 seconds left. And a timeout is called by Hopkinton. And they're going to put 12 seconds on the clock here as Hopkinton going to try and strategize one final play here in regulation to see if they can end it here. Otherwise, we'll be going into overtime. And if we go into overtime, it is entirely off the back of Anna Subin's efforts in the cage for Brookline today. You know, I know it sounds cliche given the mascot name for Brookline, but what a warrior Anna Subin has been in net for Brookline today. We had a goal within like the first 5 minutes scored by Hopkinton, and I was wondering if the Hillers were just going to run up the score on Brookline at that kind of pace, but that early goal by Abby Burke, still the only score on the board for the Hillers. Brookline was able to tie it up early in the second. A goal by Caroline Hughes, assisted by Audrina Williams. And since then, the defenses have locked in and kept us knotted up all the way here at the tail end of regulation. Hopkinton to play this free ball from about midfield out of the timeout. Win, big golf swing, rolling up, taken by Burke, and draws a violation free ball. Oh, wait, they got the ball up. I lost track of it. Oh, but they didn't get it through. The Brookline defense locked down and stopped them there. Even I lost track of it. But that is the end of the fourth quarter. And, folks, we got a special sale here today. 5 quarters for the price of 4. We're going to overtime here in the MIAA Division I round of 32. Oh my gosh, what to even say after all this insanity. The Brookline High field hockey team, I have not seen them get past the round of 32 in all my years covering them. And to my knowledge, in a lot of the years before I started covering them, they hadn't even made the playoffs. So I'm not 100% sure, but if Brookline could get a score in overtime and win the game, this could be the first time maybe in program history, or at the very least in a very long time, that they could get past the round of 32. But a lot easier said than done, as Hopkinton has controlled the possession game throughout the second half. Anna Subin's been standing on her head as the goalkeeper to keep Brookline in this one, including that amazing save on the penalty shot by Ella Fowler. During this break, I'm going to once again remind you that there's some helpful links in the description section of this video. There's a Venmo account that you can use to donate money to the Brookline Field Hockey Booster Club, the Friends of Brookline Field Hockey. Just remember to put Field Hockey in your payment caption, because I think it's someone's personal Venmo account that's just one of the boosters, so make sure you specify what the payment is for if you want to donate that way. And there's a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Food Pantry. Again, remember, SNAP benefits have been suspended nationwide, so donating to local food pantries and local food banks, wherever you call home, is more important than ever before. All right, well, I'll tell you, folks, I'm not 100% familiar with the overtime rules in field hockey. Obviously, next score wins, like any overtime period in any sport, except for the NFL, except for football, and except for basketball as well. But you know what I mean. Any sport where you score goals, it's next score wins. And field hockey is no different. Sorry. But I'm not sure, we'll see, I'll be able to see on the scoreboard here how much time we're getting for this overtime period. I don't know how many overtime periods we get before going to a shootout. If we go to a shootout, I don't know if the shootout is going to be penalty shots, or if it's going to be more of a dribbling penalty shot kind of thing, like in ice hockey. Because I've seen years ago when I was in college, working for the student newspaper at UMass Amherst, I saw a field hockey game that went to a shootout, and they did it more similar to hockey, where you're able to dribble up before shooting. And I was told that before that, in the NCAA, they had it more similar to where you'd have the penalty strokes, like we saw Ella Fowler's attempted penalty stroke, and that was how the shootout was done. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are here at the high school level. I don't know what the rules are, here in 2025. It's a bit of a mystery to me, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes here. But from what I can see, there's already one major similarity between this and ice hockey, which is fewer players in overtime. Just 6 out on the field for each side, plus the goalies. Whoa, there's a big gust. Almost knocking things over. I'm holding down the fort here. Listen, Wind, I know this is an exciting game, but try and stay calm. Brookline to take the ball first. Clara Tebow, a pass up, broken up by Mary Finnegan. Gets it up to Abby Burke. Burke off and running with it, and walled off by Gigi Hawkins. A pass out to the near side to Caroline Hughes. Hughes trying to get past her defender. Can't get past her, passes it back to Serena Yankowicz. Yankowicz back up to Hughes. Hughes tries to slide it towards the middle. It's going to be an easy takeaway for Ella Fowler. Fowler sends it upfield. It's taken back by Molly Schroeder. Schroeder didn't get enough on that one. An easy interception for Hopkinton, but Schroeder intercepts it right back. Sends it up to Audrina Williams. Williams dribbling, trying to cut through. Fowler disrupts her, and a violation called on Williams for playing that play too tight. The free ball whacked way upfield. And that's going to roll out of bounds, Brookline ball. 10 minutes were put on the clock for this overtime period. Hawkins dribbles up and then passes up to Yankowicz. Yankowicz gets it up to Hughes. Hughes dribbling up across midfield. With fewer players, there's a lot more space to work with. Hughes trying to pass back, knocked loose by Fowler. Fowler pass gets up to Burke. Burke passes it back to Fowler. Fowler, a backhand flick. Trying to lead for Burke, but Hawkins gets there first. But Quebec there to play it. Quebec taking it away from Hawkins, but Hawkins takes it right back from her after blocking a pass, but they call a violation on Hawkins. Free ball for Hopkinton. Quebec dribbling down, pass towards the baseline. Too far, it goes over the back line. Out of bounds, Brookline ball. Schroeder passes the free ball up to Clara Tebow. Tebow, big swing, trying to send it upfield, lost it out of bounds. Gosh, overtime playoff field hockey. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. The insert flick goes back to Wynn. Wynn whiffs on the swing there. Recovers the ball, but it's poked loose by Hughes. Chasing after it is Mato, but Williams staying with her. Williams takes it away. Tries to move it to the middle, taken by Wynn, but her outlet pass intercepted by Williams. Slides it through. Hughes with a chance. Hughes trying to push it through, blocked by the defense. Ball recovered, backhand flick goes high up in the air, and a violation called. Oh, Brookline had such a big chance there, but they just lost track of the ball. Free ball, big swing, and Hopkinton flips the field. And Abby Burke is going to get there first. Burke cutting around her defender, dribbling up, passes it over to Quebec. Quebec blocked by Hawkins. Hawkins knocks it loose, but right to Fowler. Fowler faking around, shot, saved by Subin. Recovered another shot, saved by Subin. Anna Subin, are you kidding me? She's going nuts this game. 2 more clutch saves on the pile for Anna Subin. They're calling for a penalty corner for Hopkinton. Another big chance for the Hillers to try and end this. Finnegan to insert. Goes back. Fowler shot, blocked by Subin, recovered by Quebec. Quebec trying to send it in, blocked by Subin, and it's recovered by Brookline. Trying to clear it out, but Quebec gets it to Burke, slides it across the middle, nobody there. Attempted clear, intercepted by Fowler, trying to dribble in. Ball's knocked loose by Williams, and now cleared out by Brookline. They get it up to Hughes. Hughes dribbling, cutting towards the middle. Ball's knocked loose. Yankowitz coming up for it. And Yankowitz does recover it. Pass to the outside. Too much on it. Out of bounds. Anna Subin continues to don the cape for Brookline with more clutch saves. Being pushed up now by Interante. She's got Burke wide open in front of her. Burke one-on-one with the goalie. Shot is in, and that's the ball game. Oh, man, a heartbreaker for Brookline. Abby Burke off the assist from Taylor Interante. And that is the ball game. Brookline got caught without the numbers on defense. Abby Burke had the wide open breakaway off the pass from Interante as the defender tried to aggressively attack the player with the ball. She got the pass up, and the wide open shot. One finally got past Subin, and that will be the final score here in overtime. The final score, the 10th seeded Hopkinton Hillers 2, the 23rd seeded Brookline Warriors 1. And boy, you can tell how heartbroken the Brookline Warriors are. Sometimes when you have such a big chance at an upset, it's almost tougher to see a close chance slip away than to lose in blowout fashion. But you know what? You know what I say? Brookline has nothing to be ashamed of for this. Absolutely nothing. They played blow for blow with a top 10 team in Division 1. You know, the finish wasn't what they wanted, but you cannot question the heart and the effort that this team has. You can't question the potential that this team has to continue growing as a program in years to come. You cannot question what a great game this was. You can't. And when you look at two teams that are 13 seeds apart, you know, nobody expects a game this close. I mean, literally, just the other day, I was covering a playoff game for Brookline High girls volleyball. They were the 8th seed going up against the 25th seed, ended in a pretty one-sided blowout, and I was still giving the lower seed props just for showing fight against a tougher opponent. Brookline looked even with a team 13 seeds higher. You know? There's no shame in a loss like this. There is no shame in a season like this. I will say that as many times as is necessary. It's not going to make it hurt any less. But you know what? It's okay that it hurts. You know, it you don't want it to hurt, but in a way it's okay that it hurts. It hurts because it mattered. It hurts because they made this game matter. They made this a game. You know? And the fact that it hurts, it just means there is a chance for them to do more. And as a fan of Brookline High field hockey, to me, that's exciting. But that is going to do it for the 2025 Brookline High field hockey season. I want to say my thanks once again to head coach Emily Hunt, lead booster Kate Tebow for, helping to organize, booking me to come once again and cover the number of games that I did for Brookline High field hockey this season. Just want to thank the team for bringing me back. It's always such a pleasure. I want to thank the players, of course, for always putting on such a great show, and especially for the show that they put on here today. What a special game this was, and I feel so privileged that I got to see it and that I got to call it. So I want to thank the players for that, because they made this great game happen. You know, I want to give, you know, a special shout out to a lot of the star players of today. Caroline Hughes, in the last game of her high school field hockey career, scoring the tying goal off an assist from Audrina Williams. And Anna Subin, in her first year as Brookline's starting netminder, standing on her head with so many highlight-worthy saves to help keep her team in it through a very tough fourth quarter and a thrilling overtime period. What a game this was, and what a season this was for Brookline. You know, I want to, say a final farewell to the Brookline High Field Hockey Senior Class of 2026. Caroline Hughes, Callie Feldman, Zyra Johnson, Maya Schwartz, Vanessa Cameron, Clara Thibault, Jacqueline Solove. The Brookline High Field Hockey Seniors. They are continuing to build this program and move it forward. And that's a credit to all the players that come through. You know, sky's the limit here for this program. This is going to keep getting better and better and better. And one last senior I want to give a shout out to team manager Sophia Miller-Culver, who also finishes up her time with this Brookline High Field hockey team. The amount of work she's done behind the scenes. Brookline Field Hockey community is always going to be grateful for her and her efforts just as much as the players on the field. And of course, I want to thank you, the fans, for tuning in today and tuning in throughout this season. For you senior parents that may be tuning in or watching later, thank you for tuning in throughout all these years. But, you know, I can't string this out any longer. That's going to do it for this 2025 season. One last note, again, check out the links down in the description section of this video. The Venmo account that you can use to donate money to the Friends of Brookline Field Hockey Booster Club. Just make sure you put Field Hockey in the payment caption. The link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Food Pantry. You know, as a good cause, more important than ever. Some links related to me that you can also see in the bottom right corner of your screen. My personal website, jessesports.com. My email, if you want to send any comments, requests, or questions. I'll be posting the fully recorded version of this broadcast on this channel later today. I'll also be posting highlights from this game later today on this YouTube channel. And I'll also be posting them on my social media on Instagram and Facebook. And you can see the links to my Instagram and Facebook down in the description section and in the bottom right corner of your screen. Final score in overtime, Hopkinton 2, Brookline 1. From Hopkinton High School in Hopkinton, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and thanks for a great season, Brookline Field Hockey Warriors.